Japanese powerhouse Naoya Inoue is boxing's pound-for-pound king. For over 10 years, he has reigned as a world champion, securing titles in 4 weight classes and becoming undisputed in 2. Back in December 2022, he stopped Paul Butler to complete his collection of bantamweight hardware. And in fights against unified junior featherweight world champions Stephen Fulton and Marlon Tapales in 2023, he extended his undisputed legacy to his second division. However, ahead of the Fulton fight, many wondered, did Inoue have enough power to compete at this new weight class? Would it be too much, too soon? On this episode of The Blueprint, we'll look at how Naoya Inoue became a 4-division world champion by using his quick feet and his jabs to the body to produce an 8th-round technical knockout victory against Stephen Fulton.
The monster! A 4-division world champion!
Now, it's no secret that Inoue's biggest asset is his power. Unbeaten in 29 fights, with 26 of those victories ending via stoppage, the 32-year-old boasts an impressive 90% knockout ratio. Conventional wisdom suggests that Inoue would need to close the distance and work on the inside, especially since Fulton has height and reach advantages. However, Inoue prefers to keep his distance when unleashing his offense. Here we see him working off an extended lead left hand in the first round. In the 6th round, we see Fulton do the same before they exchange jabs. It's illustrative to see the two combatants with their extended lead left hands, so you can get a sense of the distance between them. Both fighters work from this range for most of the fight, with each just outside the reach of the other. Typically, this is advantageous for the taller and longer fighter, as it forces the shorter fighter to do the work of cutting the distance while putting himself at risk for return fire, both on the way in and on the way out. But, as we'll see, Inoue is happy to work for this distance, as he repositions himself there often to set up some of his best combinations. Inoue manages his distance by using his quick feet to move in and out for defense as well as offense. For defense, we'll often see him stepping straight back, as he does here to avoid a 1-2 from Fulton. Traditionally, this is seen as a cardinal sin, as it keeps one within the line of fire. For the most part, he successfully avoids Fulton's offense by stepping straight back, especially when he adds other things, such as stepping to his right or moving his head. He's even more successful when he responds immediately with punches. However, there are times when he eats a right hand when going straight back. It's part of the risk he takes by constantly stepping forward and backward.
Not sure about that all the way out, all the way in stuff.
Nevertheless, his quick feet enable him to rapidly close the distance, as he does here by out-jabbing the taller fighter in Fulton before launching a right to the body from the outside and again reconfiguring his distance. Inoue constantly out-jabs Fulton from the outside, which is significant due to the height and reach disadvantages. Managing his distance also allows Inoue to get the full extension on his punches, which makes them more devastating. Whether it's a straight right or a right hook, Inoue steps close enough so that he can generate as much punching power as possible. Because if he's too close, he'll smother himself, and if he's too far, he won't land. Additionally, his quick feet help him to close in on Fulton as he retreats towards the ropes. Though, as we noticed earlier, he maintains his distance even when Fulton is cornered so he can get full extension or impact on his shots. He does this again here by stepping forward to initiate his attack and taking short steps back when Fulton is on the ropes in order to reconfigure himself and avoid smothering his offense. Here we see Inoue bouncing a bit before stepping in for a 1-2. He begins the combination by taking a big step forward with the power jab. Essentially, he pushes off the back foot and finds proper range with his lead hand and foot before throwing the right. Fulton blocks the punch, but Inoue's power and forward motion nonetheless creates an impact, especially since the fighters are wearing 8-ounce gloves. Moments later, he does it again and leaps forward with his jab in order to find the perfect range for his right hand. Again, Fulton is able to defend against the right hand by catching the punch with his glove. However, Inoue is already trying to find different ways to connect with the right hand more often. either by slitting the guard with his jab as he does here, or by landing around the guard as he does here, which hurts Fulton.
That jab, it's been the key.
It's important to highlight again that Inoue was looking for the perfect range to generate as much power as possible. He does this by stepping in with his quick feet. But another additional element to his attack is the jab to the body. Inoue does a tremendous job of jabbing, both to the head and to the body. But it's the jab to the body that makes the biggest difference in the fight. The jab to the body can accomplish a lot, as it stops Fulton right in his tracks and stunts his forward momentum. It also adds diversity to his offense, making it harder for Fulton to predict what's coming. Here we see Inoue changing levels with a jab to the head, followed by a jab to the body, before coming back up with the left hook. The jab to the body does a lot of different things, but it works best in this fight for setting up Inoue's devastating right hand. It's a combination that he begins to look for early in the fight, and both Fulton and his corner are aware of that. His corner even tells him to keep the left hand up as they expect the right hand to come after the jab to the body. Inoue also uses the jab to the body to set up a right uppercut. However, he learns to be careful as he gets caught with a counter right hand when he attempts that combination in round 5. Inoue implements the sustained jab to the body throughout the fight, using it to control the action or to look for the right hand. You'll also notice that he is using his quick feet to step in with the jab to the body and to step back out to maintain distance. It is during this consistent attack to the body that he'll come over the top with the right hand, as he does here again in round 5. For the most part, Fulton does a good job of blocking them. But in round 8, Inoue finally catches him with the clean right hand he was looking for. He sets up the shot by putting together everything we've looked at so far, stepping in and stepping out, jabbing to the body, and maintaining his distance. Then he executes the combination he was looking for, the jab to the body, followed by the right to the head. The right hand stuns him, but the knockdown is secured by a leaping left hook that follows it.
Oh, a huge right hand from the monster, and then he chases him down. Fulton is laid out, struggling to get to his feet.
And the flurry is all it takes to force the referee to stop the fight.
Fulton hurt badly. The monster on the attack, trying to claim 2 more belts as Fulton tried to grab the ropes. Back